Good morning, everyone. It is a Friday morning, and I apologize that I'm in a bit of a rush because I drove an hour and a half to this location, had a few hiccups this morning that caused me to get out here a little bit later than I would like. And I'll tell you what, the sun is out and it is quickly burning off any and all remaining clouds. So whatever light we have, we're gonna have to move quick to try and get a shot. We are at Cedar Creek near Woodland, Washington. There's actually a really cool historic mill just down the creek that way, but that's not what I'm here for, although maybe we'll get a photo of it towards the end. What I'm here for are green mossy rocks, beautiful red and yellow and orange leaves that have fallen, and some long exposures of a babbling stream through the woods. So cross your fingers. Let's see what we can get before the sun burns through these last couple clouds. So I think I found a decent composition. There's all of these maple leaves on these rocks right here, just hanging out. Right now they're in direct sunlight, but give it a few minutes and hopefully a cloud comes overhead where the sun dips behind the trees. And then what you can't see in this camera is that just up the stream, there's a branch kind of leaning down out of the right-hand side of the frame. And when the light hits it just right, there's almost like a sunbeam that comes out from behind that branch, which is great. And then of course, there's the stream itself. We've got a wonderful little riffle coming down right here, almost starting center left in the composition, working its way down through the middle and then coming out bottom left. Really, really nice. I like it. We just gotta wait for the right light. So I worked that other image for a good 20 minutes waiting for the light. Never really happened because the stream is so wide, but there was always really harsh light falling right out here in the middle of the stream, hitting some of these rocks. So instead, I switched to a vertical portrait orientation, and I'm really just focusing on this right-hand side of the stream, this little bit of water coming through right over here, and that branch and some of these leaves on the rocks as my foreground subject. And I think that this is coming out much, much better. Let me show you really quick the composition, and then I'll show you the photo. Up here in the upper right-hand corner, we've got this awesome branch. We have the stream moving through the image, and then we have the star of the show, these golden yellow leaves here and here. Now what you're seeing is a 16:9 ratio, so these leaves won't be nearly as cut off down in the bottom here as they will in the 4:3 aspect ratio of the final image. And just to show you the difference that a circular polarizer makes, let me take it off really quick. There's the same image without a circular polarizer. And there's the image with a circular polarizer. You can see how much more vibrant these greens are, how much more vibrant the yellows are, and it really makes this water nice and just inky black. Even helps with some of the reflections from the light hitting this branch up here. I am having the focus stack, so I'm focusing here, here, and here, and then we'll merge those images after the fact. So hopefully the image comes out. If it does, here it is. So as I'm walking around here, I figured I would show you actually what has become one of my favorite pieces of equipment. And this is not sponsored or anything like that. I bought these with my own money. But I have a set of K&F magnetic snap-on filters for my RF 14 to 35. And I absolutely love these things. A lot of snap-on filters, when you go to use them, you can't attach your own lens cap. And K&F has done something really nice, which is that they actually include a magnetic lens cap when you buy the filters in the pack that I've bought, which I'll link down in the description. Not an affiliate link or anything like that. Just trying to point you to a piece of gear that I have learned through experience to really appreciate. So when I'm walking around, I'll show you right here, I've got the lens cap on there, and I can just pop it off. And I actually have the lens cap and my circular polarizer on here right now. And so you can see there's nothing on the lens right now, except for the little magnetic adapter ring that you use when you buy these. You can snap on the CPL, you can take off the lens cap, just like that. And there's also ND filters and other stuff like that. So absolutely really appreciate these. It makes it super easy to take on and off, like I showed you earlier, showing you what it looks like with and without the CPL. And I really appreciate right here as I'm walking around and scouting, being able to just quickly pop the lens cap off, scout a little bit, see if a composition's gonna work or not, and then snapping it right back on, because I'm real paranoid about my gear. Like you, I cannot afford to replace a lens if it breaks. This is a very expensive L lens, and I love it, and I'm careful with it, but sometimes accidents happen. Having a nice lens cap right on the front here that's easy to take on and off just makes caring for your gear and being cautious all that much more easy. So I think there's maybe one more shot up here in this direction. Right around the corner up here, the stream really kind of just flattens out and there's no more interesting foliage. But I think we can get one more shot really focusing on this branch. I haven't quite worked out yet if I need to go over here on these rocks or if I'm gonna take the shot from over here. So give me just a few minutes. I'm gonna hunt down that composition and I'll bring you right back once I found it. I'm having way too much fun with this. Some clouds came out and now we've just got beautiful soft light all the way through here. So let me show you the composition for this next photo. It's another portrait shot. I didn't expect to come out here getting so many vertical shots, but I'm okay with it. I'm really happy and it's helping me focus more on the leaves on these rocks and the rocks themselves and a little bit less on the whole stream, if you know what I mean. So let me show you the composition, show you what I'm working with. You really gotta watch your step. These rocks are super slippery. Whoa. As I say it, I'm almost slipping and falling on my face. And there's our tripod. You gotta see that it's a pretty funky setup to be able to get a stable tripod on all these rocks, but I'm testing this tripod out. This is a new tripod to me, and so far really happy with it. I'll do a full review and a bigger comparison later on, but here's the shot. So this is a vertical portrait orientation, same branch as earlier. We've got the stream coming down this way, but what really caught my eye were these rocks down here with these beautiful leaves on them. So I think we're gonna place those down near the bottom of our frame. We gotta be really careful about these bright reflections, but hopefully our polarizer will help a little bit with that. And essentially our frame is gonna be pretty narrow from about here all the way up. We got this nice moss with the sun hitting it. And then this branch, which is basically our background and almost the main subject of the image. So I'm pretty happy with those two photos. I think I like the second one better. It's just a little more composed. I kind of warmed up by then. So I think I'm going to end the video here, nice and short. And if you want to see how those photos were edited, then make sure to join me next week, because that's basically how this channel works. One week I take images, the next week I show you how those images were edited. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment down below if you like the photos or like the video, if there's anything you think I should change. I'll read and reply to as many as I can. Anyways, I'll see you next week.